My homosexuals rejoice with me. I'm having quite the day. You know, I got some very, very homosexual moments to talk about. All jokes aside, it's one of those really somber days where I'm getting ready for the big move, the next step, going to Alabama and all that on Wednesday. So it is so surreal how fast it's come. I got less than it's like half a week. We're literally at the finish line. We're there. It's insane to think how far I've come through this shit, and I really, I really didn't expect for it to be so gratifying. And honestly, in a way, it feels like it kind of feels a little too easy. Sometimes we get to that point where we're like, you do some new thing, and it kind of feels like, man, like typically life's trying to kick me in the balls right about now, and because it can be, if you go through some shit in life, especially if you got stuff going on at the moment, it can feel like you're always susceptible to some shit, even if you know that you're going to be able to go through it, have a good mindset about it. It can be hard to wrap your brain around really big new changes in life occasionally. And it just feels so natural. I feel like I've been putting in my best step forward for the longest time, and just really putting away what my standards are when it comes to like society's measure, I guess, and not hopefully not a very cringy way. I don't mean to say society, because whatever. Everybody acts different socially. We all have these ideas and principles of how we're supposed to act, but then when it comes down to the fucking brass tacks of it, it's like, if you're truly gonna not just be happy, but be able to like drive your passion twice as hard, be twice as productive, twice as accepting, open minded, just all around a better, happier person with whatever step that you're thinking of taking, but are only afraid of taking because of what is typical for maybe someone your age, your gender, your age. I just said age twice. Whatever. You know what the fuck I mean. There's so many goddamn stereotypes and so many normalities that it feels like you're just kind of stuck doing the same thing that you've always done. And it's just not the goddamn case. Like getting into wanting to make this move, I was fully prepared when it comes to my relationship with my girlfriend. We've been dating for almost 5 years now. And I was fully prepared to not only go through my last year of college, long distance, but also go through a potential 2 more+ years after that, long distance, if I had to do my master's degree in Florida. And lo and behold, I know a lot of people hate online learning, but I feel like I'm always going to try to take it as best I can and walk with my best foot forward no matter the situation. So I feel like I've really gotten to evolve in my own way through online learning, because I've always done well teaching myself, and I struggle a lot when I try to take what people say in lectures too literally, maybe. And so it's such a cool thing that in today's time, like if I was born just a year or two earlier, maybe even 6 months, you never know, I would have to full commit to doing long distance. And I am so grateful for the fact that I can jump on this new step of my life without it kicking me in the dick. I don't mean to be vulgar, but shit. But before I get too fucking far into that, because I'm in my feels today, I gotta let you know how it's going. My snatches. Not gonna lie, I don't know how long I've been talking for, but I'm going to put the full goddamn set in, because I don't give a shit if I have a really ugly set. I gotta post it so that when I hit a better set on my next snatch day, I'm gonna be fucking happy with the progress that I've made, because that's just how perspective works. But I'm embarrassed by one of my working sets. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been my third. You'll see. I had one snatch that was really icky and turned into a power because I just whipped it too hard, and then I got in my head, and on the last attempt for the triple, because I didn't count that one, I bailed it. I just whipped so fucking hard that I didn't have proper technique, and I didn't land exactly where I needed to. And I'm like, shit, what the hell is wrong with me? But this is why we surround ourselves in a positive environment. I had all the homies around, keeping me uplifted, feeling fucking spicy. And he was like, dude, get the fuck out of your head. I don't care if that was your fourth rep, fifth rep. If it doesn't count, get on there and do that last one perfectly, because you have it in you. And I was like, God damn it, bro. Tell me what the fuck I needed to hear for myself. So, of course, we came back and we had all of our sets, and we had all of our we hit all the reps and sets that we were supposed to with good form. If I have a bad rep, I do not slack. I will do a set of 5 if I fucking have to. That's just how it is. Even if they're ugly, I don't like counting those because then it makes for bad habits in the future. But we brought it back, as I said. Anyway, benching felt great today. As you know, like I pulled my pec about 2-3 weeks ago now. Again, I believe it's fully healed. I think it's been healed since my knees gotten fucked up. But it was good to like really explode on the bench today. It's been a good couple weeks since I've had the full confidence. Like I'm always saying, like with stuff with like all my joints and my muscles, like I don't want to be lifting heavy unless I can confidently crush my body with a smile. And God damn it, I was slinging that shit at supersonic speed. You know, I was saying ka-chow, as in, you know, whoever fucking knows Lightning McQueen. That's our Lord and Savior right there. Ka-chow levels of speed. I was having fun. It felt like I didn't have to worry about my body for the first time in weeks when it comes to my bench, and that's the feeling that I love. But anyway, physically, you know, it was kind of in the middle. It all felt good, and I had mostly good reps on my snatches. I can't be that critical, but, you know, some days it just doesn't feel as locked in. So we'll give it a nice 7.95, like literally right on the fucking edge of 8. It probably isn't even that bad. My brain is just telling me that that's the number that's there, and I always give you guys the moment that, you know, like the number that comes to my head off rip, I throw it out there, because that's just, I feel like that's the most realistic way for me to grade myself, even if it's not 100% accurate. Anywho, mentally, we're in our feels today. In a good way. Don't get me wrong. It was a great day. Very good homosexual moments, as I said. I'll give it a very nice... What do we give it? I'll give it a 9.1 because it's hard to say that because that's the number my brain's coming up with. But it really doesn't feel that way because it's one of those days where everything was great, had all these good homie moments. I got to hang out with the buds. We uplifted each other. But like the main topic today was me moving, and every time I like a new person would run in the gym every 5 fucking minutes, and we'd be like, "Oh, there's Jake," and I'm like, "I'm moving," and they're like, "Oh no," and I had to like say goodbye to like 10 people today. It was hilarious, and not only that, I met a new guy, you know, because it's never too late to meet more people, even if I'm moving. And I met a new guy right at the last fucking second. Never talked to him before, but he's goddamn impressive. And he coaches a lot of impressive people. A great guy. It was really fun to shoot the shit with him. And I'm like, realistically, dude, this is the only conversation we're ever going to have. But let me at least get the Instagram, so then we can at least see the post, comment on each other's things, and be like, you go fucking get him, King. You thick monster. But yeah, it's very somber. It's nostalgic. I'm gonna be very melancholic for the next couple weeks or so when I move. But that's just how it is, you know. I am so grateful on its own to be not sad, but you know, just in my feels, having that like that sorrowful somberness, if you will. Just thinking about all the time and experience I've put into this wonderful place, you know. It's just one random open community gym, the cheapest place you can go nearby. But goddamn, you can make a fun, positive environment anywhere. You know, I've known a lot of dickheads to go to that gym. There's been crimes committed at that gym. I've had beef with workers. There's been shit that's gone down. But all in all, I've always been able to communicate through it. I've always been able to enjoy the moments that I have every single day. And through the bad, I've always been able to find the good. And more than that, not connections in a business way, but the connections I've made when it comes to the personal bonds that I have with these people now. I can't explain how irreplaceable these feelings are. It's so important that you cherish and put in whatever full effort that you can every day. You know, it doesn't have to be 100%, just like the weights, but whatever your 100% is for putting into the relationships you've got, put it in. You know, be grateful, be cherishful, you know, like embrace the relationships you have right now, because it doesn't last. And not like my relationships are going to be gone by any fucking means, but I can't see these people every day anymore. You know, it's got me tearing up. It's got me. I don't think about it a lot because I'm always thinking about how much of a great next step I'm gonna take in my life, and I'm still thinking that way. But there are days like today where I'm meeting new people and I'm talking to all the homies, and everybody's like, "Man, you really are just dipping out in a few days," and it gets me grateful, but it gets me in the homie feels, you know. Um, it's and even more than that, the fact that I can feel this way is a gift. It's extraordinary that I can have so many close bonds with so many people by just having a positive mindset and clearing out the negative headspace so that I have all the room available in my brain to put that love and passion into other people that I truly enjoy, that I truly cannot imagine my life being different without them. I can't imagine another pathway where I would want to not have them as homies. I would always want to be able to meet these people in every timeline. But above all that, I am so excited to take the next step and meet all these new homies all over again. Because as irreplaceable as each individual person is, right now, if you think that you've got a relationship that is irreplaceable, but you'll never be able to manifest a relationship more positive than the one you got right now, I'll tell you right now, you are fucking lying to yourself. Because if you're doing better every single day, trying to progress in life and make yourself a better person, one step at a time, one percentage at a time, day by day, just trying to love life in the present moment, I guarantee you have it in you to have an even better relationship than you've got now. Not put numbers on it. There's no point in doing that. But I've had, everybody goes through school and when you're younger, and like I've been through high school. I've had my high school best friends, and you move, you don't talk every day as much, and then you grow apart, and then more than that, you grow in a way where you didn't realize that you're just not going to be the same people when you meet again in the future. So I'm gonna stop ranting. I appreciate all you guys hearing me out and having fun. But let me know how your lives and lists been going. It's rest day tomorrow. Gonna give my body a nice recovery. Gonna eat a whole lot of food and just keep loving your every day. Meet new people, keep loving life. It's not much to it. Just above all else, above all your priorities, just why not try to be happy? So that's all I got. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.